Hello everyone and welcome to the stream. This is Otaku Showboat. Today is Sunday, August 4th, 2019. If you're watching the VOD on YouTube, be sure to comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and if you are so inclined, head on over to twitch.tv/otakushowboat to give a follow, and turn on notifications to know when I go live, and take part in the streams every Sunday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. US Eastern Time. You can also follow me on Twitter at Otaku Showboat and read my weekly streaming recap posts on my website, otakushowboat.com. Today is more of the Pyanodon's playthrough, where we're going to be starting off by increasing the amount of coke that I'm producing. I think that that is a requirement for our continued progression today. We need more of the coke. So, just like last stream, I have several notes that I need to talk about today as the game sort of hitches the entire machine, because that's just what it does. The Factorio, when it's loading, is programmed in such a way that it will use the entirety of your system's resources over every other program that exists and is currently running. It sort of overrides everything else and says, I am doing what I need to do regardless of everything else that's going on right now, and I will make everything else hitch so that I can complete what I'm currently doing. And it's incredibly annoying. But anyway, so a few things to note here at the start. Pi coal processing. Lubricant no longer needs chemical science. Again, this is a change that was made in 1760 and has now been reverted to just requiring green science. This allows you to now have access again to the better / more efficient rubber belt based recipes for making the different types of inserters. Granted, they also need lubricant, thus why they're locked behind lubricant, but they are more efficient recipes for the materials to make larger amounts of inserters. Pi petroleum handling has also been updated with a number of pump jack changes. The allowed effect, which I believe is the beacon effect, is only, and the module effect is now set to only be speed on the pump jacks that are added in Pyanodons, the Pyanodon pump jacks, which are the ones that you can place anywhere, give them drilling fluid, and produce oil products anywhere without needing a node. And there were fixes to the high-tech pump jack, and because this petroleum handling has been released, it also includes the previous commit, which was the wood processing unit Mark II, now no longer requires the special small parts. Also, advanced small parts now need neck-slit plates in their recipe. That is one additional change that has been made. So advanced small parts now require neck-slit plates. I'm not currently automating advanced small parts, so when I do automate it, it will now need neck-slit plates as well as everything else. A few things that have been updated but not released yet. Pi High Tech now has a German locale file added to it, and for some reason the recipe for ammonia from urea has been set to be disabled. Don't know why, that's just a thing that happened. Also in Pi Fusion Energy, the vacuum recipe, remember last time there was a discussion on how vacuum fluid color was green, and that's because it was set to be black or 0, 0. But as it turns out, the game sees color definitions of 0, 0 as not defined and defaults to green. So he set it to like 0.1 for vacuum, which was actually pointed out by Krat in the Twitch chat at the time. So yes, Pyanodon watches the streams. He watches the stream archives on Twitch, which means he also gets the Twitch chat along with it. So congratulations, Rat. You pointed out something that has had a direct effect on the development of the Pyanodons mods. Also, raw ores has changed. Super steel will be required for utility science packs. That also, I believe, has not been released yet. Two other things to note outside of the updates to Pyanodons that have happened since the last stream. Oil burners. So, a while ago, Pyanodon mentioned that the oil burners are supposed to be apparently twice as effective as regular boilers, or they're supposed to be like the equivalent of 2 standard boilers for the oil burners. That is actually not the case. Partly, I believe it's because they have a 50% efficiency modifier. They only actually make enough steam for 2 steam engines to operate at 100% power draw. So the oil burners are exactly the same effectiveness as boilers. Even though they're supposed to be better, they are actually identical. They output the exact same amount of steam. They are also consuming the exact same amount of water. And I did this in my high density game where I set up. I actually have this in screenshots. Not current session, all of Factorio, please. Show me. In begin. So, I started off with a bunch of the boilers, the burners, excuse me, the oil burners, with an oil line coming in. Started off with what I thought it would be, which would be 1 to 4 on here, just big lines of them, but as it turns out, yeah, they only actually produce enough steam for 2, not 4. Found that out really quickly once I started like consuming all of the potential power being produced out of these. I was running into power issues, and yeah, the ones on the end didn't have any steam going into them. So then I made something like this, because at the time it seemed like maybe it consumed less water, because I was thinking, oh, well, surely these say that they're supposed to be better than boilers. Maybe there's a benefit in the amount of water it gets, so I made a line of 40. Because surely that would be better than otherwise, but as it turns out, no, it's still, it is functionally identical to boilers. So a line of 20 running at 100% power draw consumes a full throughput pump of water, offshore pump of water. So in the end, I ended up with this arrangement with a central pipe of oil coming in, crude oil coming in, with 20 on each fed by separate water lines. So basically what I do with boilers, somewhat normally, except instead of in the middle here there being a pipe, or there being a belt feeding coal or whatever other fuel in, it's just a pipe here, and it's a bigger footprint because the buildings are bigger. So, They were apparently supposed to be twice as effective as boilers, but because of that efficiency of 50% on these, it makes them exactly as effective. So, who would have thunk it? Anyway, off screen. Oh, and then there is something I learned that I need to mention, but we can talk about this in the game. So, I said temp power fix here because off screen I went around and changed my priority splitters on the Coke line to prioritize feeding my power generation for now because I just don't have enough Coke. And then I came up here to this little block and fed in missing water because remember last time I had mentioned, hey, for some reason water is disappearing from closed loops. And yes, this was completely broken. There was no water in the closed loop that exists in here. Now, I will also note that this is interesting in that these three don't operate all the time. And the way this is designed is so that when these three operate, it produces more than enough combustion mixture and goes through an overflow valve into another tank into remaining combustion turbines. And the reason why that's very important is because you overproduce coke out of the destructive distillation columns to actually feed everything here. So these won't operate as efficiently because they're not getting enough coal gas into your gasifiers here. Because these are stopped up. They're packed up, you're not getting any coal gas out of it. Which is an interesting design, to say the least, but I'm assuming that as you demand more energy out of this, it burns through coke faster, which means these stop backing up as badly and you start producing more energy out of this. So it scales up itself depending on your energy demands. Anyway, where did I leave my car? Down here. Oh, hey, rat. You probably weren't actually physically here yet when I mentioned that there was a change made to Pyanodon's mods based off of what you had posted on the previous stream about the fluid color for vacuum, in particular relating to how to get black as a fluid color. Because Pyanodon has now put in a commit to which one was it? Pi Fusion Energy that actually changes the color for vacuum to be actually black instead of green. Because it was defined as 0.0 for its color, and that was being overridden by green because the game thought it was undefined. That was interesting. I'm heading down right now because I actually need to do something right here. So you see I have an overflow valve there. As it turns out, I'm not actually making enough heavy oil for this to actually shove heavy oil in, so I'm just gonna allow it to make as much lubricant as it can, because I'm going to run my lubricant up now. I know I said that I needed to add more Coke into the mix, but I also want to start the process of making the Logibots. Yeah, there's likely several things that are 00 that will need color definitions. A lot of the carbon-based organic molecules need it. Yeah, I would think so. So yeah, lots of updates lately. It's particularly interesting the change to the advanced small parts. That seemed a little out of the ordinary. It's like, huh, I didn't expect that to be a thing. Why add neck slip plates directly to that recipe? I'm pretty sure you needed neck slip plates for another part of that already. But regardless. I apparently need to pick up some additional landfill is required here. I do hope I have enough landfill in my molybdenum processing zone. Hello, Tex. Yeah, so off-screen it also finished a tech or two, part of the various processing stuffs that we haven't gotten yet. There's still quite a few blue techs. Cargo size is likely very, very important at the start. That means fewer trips, which means fewer necessary bots. Speed is great, but fewer overall trips is also really great. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pick up even more. I will have to pick up even more landfill. Fortunately enough. Ow. Another kill to add to the list. Alright, rocks. Die. Actually, you know what? Make landfill out of all those. Thanks. May as well, right? So, going forward, I need to figure out what I want to do in regards to coke. How I want to procure my coke. There are options, shall we say. There are options. Also, I think, did I go too far? It's over here. Went way too far. Also, yeah, this. Yeah, that's done, that's done. All of that's done. Been needing to do that. I completed all that long ago. Last week! Yeah, so we're in need of lots more coke. But at least we've got the power for everything right now. 350, huh? Might want to start just shoving efficiency in absolutely everything. Start reducing the overall power footprints of everything. You there. Yeah, that's a not insignificant amount of landfill. As the 1 mil stone patch continues to die. I need you. Only need 1 Zippier at the moment? Interesting. I apparently need some of these products, but I'm only actually needing 1. Ah. I don't want to think about how much more saline water I need. Don't even want to think about it. Just feeding all of those Zippier is going to be painful on top of everything else. But bots are soon. Bots will be arriving at some point soon, sooner rather than later. Now, usually when I do transition to robots, when I did it in the, my Angels playthrough, Angels with, uh, space extension, I terminated the bus at a set point and then started building from there. More bot-based. And started transitioning various things that were on the bus to be more bot-based over time. So I will probably do that here. Also, I am very glad that I finally have my belt immunity equipment. That is helping greatly. Making running all this significantly easier. Geez, do I even have enough? I think I barely do for landfill. Yeah, just barely enough. Interesting. Anyhoozle. This is my line. I didn't happen to, Nope. Not far enough, anyway. You there. Die. I was right the first time. Anyway. Yes, kill the stones. All stones must die. Now, one thing I would really like at some point here is, you know, exoskeletons. Yeah, that would be great. That would be fantastic, some exoskeleton. Exoskeleton plus the 210% off of the aluminium tiles. One of these days I'm actually going to empty out my inventory, pick up a whole bunch of aluminium tiles, and paint the planet. At least the boss. Because I do have like 10,000 plus units of aluminium tiles. Okay, that is non-zero lubricant, which means that I should now officially be crafting Logibots. You're getting up, cat? Repositioning? More comfy position? Yeah. Shake, shake, shake. Okay, let's have another pipe bites the dust. Let's have a look at the thingies. Because I also need to automate, like, all of these. These guys. Is that what I think it is? Is that a chest filling with circuit 2s? I don't mind if I do. I will gladly take a chest of circuit 2s. And I will shove crap in here. Too bad I need most of this crap. That can go. Hello, tech. Wow, I need, production science for the next one. Uranium power. Oh, boy. Uranium power. I am tempted. The only issue is Kovarex is after the next science pack. Hilarious. Why would you even ever use stock furnaces in the first place? They take so many resources, and yet you don't get much for it. This might come in handy. Another recipe for fuel rod 1s. Oh, and the uranium mine gets unlocked. Super steel! So many things need super steel. I'll take the soup. Oh, right. One less. One less. I'm using a mod that increases the number of slots on Mark II plus equipment. Wow, really? You're still not getting enough lubricant, huh? 1! We've did it! We've got a logistic bot! A logistic bot. Cargo capacity of 4, and we're now done on the construction bots. Only have 50 there because you really don't need that many construction bots in the end. As for automating these guys, I could also just do standard roboports at this point. How do the Pyanodon roboports compare? So the Pyanodon roboports are 1 recharging spot at 4 megawatts, which is really good, by the way. Logistic connection distance 45. That's the one that, and supply area 90 by 90. Yeah, that makes sense. So 90 by 90 compared to 50 by 50 and 110 by 110. So slightly larger construction area, much smaller logistic area. And this is 4 by 1 megawatt. Yeah, I think the Pyanodon roboports are just flat out better. That's like no contest. The Pi ports are better. And they actually take identical stuff to the actual robots themselves. In fact, the only thing different here for the recharging stations is the copper cables. That's the only real difference there. Anyway, I wanted to use regular assembling machines. Why regular assembling machines? Actually, I forget how many normally. I think it's 2 module slots in an assembling machine too. So I don't really need the speed, is the thing. And I need... Well, I could probably just use a big one to make the steel chests, but otherwise... Or just use regulars all the way. Alright, steel chests and all of the other thingies, so that'll be that. You, and you. Tempted to also do the other 2 things. That's just steel and circuit 1s. The roboports will need engine units. Yes, Kitty, you're leaving now? Bye. Goodbye, Kitty. Let's see. Oh, I am out of my loaders. What? No. No, I am not. I am not out of my loaders. You are joking. Actually, I don't need to do that until here. That'll be those. That in there. Circuit 1s. I don't actually have any other automated factories. Interesting. Very interesting. You there. Give me those. And give me... Well, give me those so that I can then do... those. Probably want that one more tile away. No. Right there. For that. 1.5. Yep, that works. Steel, aluminium, and circuits and plates. You don't take plates. You take the steel and the engine units. Are you only outputting on that one side on the engine units? Yes, you are. That makes... do you need solder? No. Good. This makes things simpler. Because actually... I have a plan. I have a plan! A scheme? Even? Plans and schemes? Ta-da! Alright. That's those. Need aluminium and steel. Those don't happen to be sharing a line, are they? Nope. I'll do a shared line. Whoops. Go, my lovelies. Go get 'em, my lovelies. This is probably gonna be this line. No, it's not. It's gonna be this line. You are gonna get fed. Hello, tech. Nickel. Sure. That will be copper. These will output like so. Of course, I will replace those with the actual provider chests. Speaking of which, need more chests. That should work. That's copper, that's shared. Shared alley steel. Oh, and you need small parts. You do not need small parts, but you need small parts. Great. Fantastic, even. Here, take your small parts. Boom. Aluminium and steel shared line. That will do it. Just add sweet, sweet power. As well as some limits. You not as limited. You quite limited. And you definitely not as limited. And these will buffer and all that, so obviously I have to now swap everything over to passive providers. Oh boy, this will be interesting. Oh hey, we have our first Pyanoport. It will exist here with our first robot. Oh, that's a thing. So that's a pretty major difference between the standard roboports and the Pinoports. Gotta bear that one in mind. They only have 4 stacks. Oh yeah, and they will do work. There's no place to put things though, which is why I need to put out a storage chest. Oh yeah, that's right. I can shove my trash away at this point. They will... It will do the thing. It's a busy bee. Too bad I am apparently not making any lubricant whatsoever. Why? Or even is the lubricant again? Lube! You're moving in non-zero amounts. Why nothing? Why 0 up here? Why 0 up here? 0, 0. 0, 0, 0. At what point does it go not 0? You what, mate? What? Okay. How do I have a bot made? If that was broken from the start? How did any amount non-zero of lubricant get up here? Okay, that apparently happened. It got it somewhere. From somewhere, it entered into the pipes, but I'm... Magic! wonderful, beautiful magic. I'm going to have to run away from you, bot. Where's the car? Down there. Oh wait. You were copper. I need copper. May as well do the copper. Copper is this line. Really? Interesting how I haven't run the copper this far up yet. Really? Interesting how I'm that low on tin. Alright, car was around here somewhere. Right there. Finish this line. Oh, hello, tech. Tech's been progressing. It has been progressing quite wonderfully. And that should take care of the remaining requirements for the charging stations. So, hey, and we got non-zero of thingies, other thingies, all the very important requester chests as well. So, of course, I will be keeping stacks of these. I will even grab a stack of everything but buffer. I don't tend to rely on buffers ever. Of course, replace that and get that out of there. Of course, that will be a thing. And this would be like the point where I would bring everything on the bus up here and load them into provider chests, load everything that I'm currently busing into providers, and just go from there, pretty much. If I need more things, I set up actually bot-based things going forward. So if I need more, and I'm already producing a full throughput belt of the stuff, in order to continue scaling, especially once I get access to beacons, which won't happen for another level of science. Anyway, let's get the car, fix this issue with the actual lubricant connection, because that's a thing. Excuse me, pipe, you were in the way. There's still no sound effect for crashing into niobium pipe. Pyanodon. When you watch this, eventually, there's still no sound effect for crashing into niobium pipe. It doesn't exist. Who's lubricant again? Here. Use our lubricant. And this was at the last split off. Seriously. Where this was not actually... Yeah. How did that even happen? I don't know. Yeah, acoustic dampening. Yeah, that's the thing. Totally. So, how about... Oh, and one more thing. I want to make sure that I do this last little bit of setup before I move on to the Coke production and what I'll do with the Coke production. So the last thing, the thing that I always tend to do, now that I know I'm making more than just the one robot, is put a requester chest down, request bots. Ooh. It's got ears. It's got ears. It's a thing. Request the robots. I won't request the construction bots because I have as many as I want right now. And shove them. Shove them inside. Oh yeah, that's another thing. I totally need to start automating stack inserters. Yeah. Yeah, that's a thing. Which means I need to put my circuit 2s on the bus and run them all the way down. Or I can set up an actual area, this is added in petroleum handling, to set up this recipe. But that's advanced small parts, so I would need to actually start automating my advanced small parts, which now require Nexalit plates! Oh joy, oh bliss. And they're a stainless steel drain. An actual use for stainless steel in the advanced small parts. So that's a pretty good drain. And yet another thing for lubricant, by the way. Speaking of which, I mentioned how there was one more thing that I learned that I would talk about in-game that I haven't actually talked about yet. And that is the fact that extractors can only extract 100 units of fluid per cycle. And I have not taken that into account in one very specific instance, and that is down here on these guys. So I believe that at one point this extractor was greater than 100 per second. Mining speed 1 per second. That's not actually the case. These extractors are limited to 100 per second regardless of the resource density on which they are sitting. And the reason for this is that there is a place in the code called output fluid box that defines all these various extractors that extract fluids. And there is a property in output fluid box called base area, and that is set to a value of 1. And it's set to a value of 1. This is identical to the vanilla pump jacks for oil. So this is the same behavior in vanilla unless you mod it to be different. So in vanilla, a pump jack, if you put it on a really high density oil patch, can only output 100 units per cycle. Now that's per cycle and not per second, because if you increase the number of cycles per second, it's still 100 per cycle. So you can increase it, the amount per second, by increasing the speed. So just bearing that in mind, because base area equals 1, it's limited to 100. Now, if base area was set to a higher value, if it was set to 12, then it would be capping at 1200 per second on the output, which is identical to an offshore pump. if it's set to a value of 120, that would make it 12,000 per second that it would be capable of. So basically, whatever the resource density is, unless you're dealing with the resource density that is incredibly high. Hello, tech. Also, the reason why I haven't been picking up lab research speed is because we are limited not by the number of labs we have, but by the science production itself. The only thing lab research speed actually does for you is it's sort of counterintuitive because, or it's a trade-off because you would need less labs to process what you produce in science. So if you're not actually producing enough science to feed all of your labs, the lab speed is pointless. Conversely, if you are not consuming all of your science, what are you going to do? You're going to add more labs until you consume all of the science that you're producing. So you almost never are in a circumstance where lab research speed actually fundamentally matters. Just think about it logically. If you're overproducing on science packs for how many labs you have, you add labs until you consume all the science that you're producing. In which case, then, if you want more science, you make more science. You add more labs. You make more science. You add more labs. The only thing lab research speed does for you is then reduce the amount of labs you need. Yeah. Just one of those interesting dynamics that exists even in vanilla that is a little strange why it's even a thing. That applies to any, like, speed increase. For anything that includes robots, it's like, well, at least with the robots, now there's the argument here is fewer means less energy consumed. That would be the sole, like, benefit is less energy consumed, because think even with robots, the faster they go, the less you need per route, per request, for delivery, and then inherently that's less energy that you are consuming on recharging the robots. Anyway, now that that's settled, it is officially time to get to what I wanted to get to today, which is more coke. Now, the reason why we don't have a lot of coke is because we are pretty much tapped out on this coal patch. Yeah, this patch of coal is basically tapped out at this point. It was a really good coal patch. I liked it. It was nice and resource dense, but it's no longer viable for us. And looking around, while this map literally has everything one could possibly want everywhere, including other coal patches, I'm not lacking for coal patches. What I am lacking is a sufficiently large coal patch to make moving my setup worth it. Which is why I want to set up in this nice, great big space that I have available out here. Renewable coal. Yes, I want a renewable source of coal. This will take energy to do, obviously. So, gosh. How do I want to do this? So, we have options for, quote, renewable coal. There is the wood option, which is to use wood to make coal. We have a recipe that is wood to coal directly now. So there is the whole wood to coal gas, and that's actually a 1-to-1 wood to coal. Like, well, why would you even do this? You get this recipe, yeah, it's fast. But that's 2 wood to 1 coal when the coal gas recipe is 1-to-1. It's a little slower, but it's 1-to-1. And DDCs you can, like, shove all of the modules into. Base DDCs have, like, 3 module slots at Mark 1. Which modified means I have, like, there's, like, 6, I think. I think? Or is it 2 and 4? I forget. I forget. Give me urn. Hello, kitty. Welcome back. Give me the urn and give me the Duralumin. Why am I lacking that? Sneeze, sneeze, sneeze. Get... no. Ahem. Bless you. And you were just drinking out of your bowl, so now you just shook and got water all over my arm. Thank you for that. Plastic. Plastic and copper. Please tell me I am running my plastic up here all the way. I'm not. Yes, I am, right here. Right here. That be plastic. So, this recipe, we're gonna be like, we're gonna play like Pi Block now, I guess. Yeah, 6.67 to 6.67. And it gives you some coal gas and tar, and I guess some iron oxide too. Pyrite's what now? I made a little bit of pyrite not too long ago. What was that recipe again? It was iron oxide and what? Sulfur. It's tempting to use the iron oxide. I'll probably just avoid it, though, in this instance. I'll take the extra coal gas behind a underflow valve and use that, and then burn the excess. Or just set the excess to behind an overflow, excuse me. So, I'm just trying to consider here how I want to go about this. So, a speed module. What happens if I have all 4? 12. Not good enough. I'm looking for, or at least I'm trying to get to, looks like 3. How many did I have here? Mining drills? 92. So yeah, 3 yellow belts. That's 45 per second. I can hit 48. See, that's below. Let's cut 2 off. Yeah, that's still not quite. I'm trying to find something that's at least somewhat to ratio. Okay. Ah, I can get 60 without adding anything. I suppose I'll do that and just do like 3 efficiencies in each so that they only take 80 kilowatts each. I mean, the alternative is productivity, but that means I need more machines because they then go down, their crafting speed's reduced by, at this point, 60%. If I wanted to try to get up to 45 on the out minimum, or 60 on the out, I would need a lot. 45-ish on the out would be 15 for 40 in. This only gives you plus 5 per second by doing that. So, heck no. Think that I will do the straight up 60 per second out of 9. We'll make all of the coke out of this. All of it. It will all exist. All of the coke. All of the coke will exist. So, then we get to the idea of now having to make 60 per second wood if we use wood. And by the way, why am I looking at wood? Because there is another alternative, and that is the mushrooms. And that is using mushrooms. Because you can convert mushrooms into coal at 10 to 8. The thing about this is if I do bring up, I guess if I should compare mark to mark. So if we bring up, oh yeah, and then there's the concept of coal briquettes, which is interesting, to say the least, because coal briquettes have a fuel value of 180 megajoules. That's rather insane. Anyway, where's this recipe again? It is... yeah. So in order to get up to what I want, let's say it's 60, that is 10 high-pressure furnaces. That is 75 per second on mushrooms. Now, what's involved in getting 75 per second mushrooms? Well, let's make a mushroom farm. So, mushrooms, the Faugi, only have a Mark 1 variation of it through the plantation. Do you realize how many plantations that is and how much water that is to feed that? Like, it's an insane amount of mushroom farms, which ergo is also a lot of power. So just grabbing a mushroom farm to do comparisons here, and a Mark II botanical nursery, because the botanical nurseries and wood processing units, as you can see. Now, I think I did a modification that changed this, but remember, this has now been updated so that it does not require special small parts anymore. if we just do a comparison of numbers to get where we need to get to be, and then compare the amount of energy that it would take as well, because that is also important. So for this, we need a target 75 per second. We don't have fertilizer right now. Fertilizer, is that even in the cards as a thing that would be viable? Technically, yes. By killing Zipiers and pulling out its bones. Oh, hello, exoskeleton equipment. Of course he put it behind circuit board 3. Personal roboports, though, those are behind circuit board 2s. And I can make those. Yeah, that'll be great. That would be great. Oh, hey, the ability to get the Mark II equipment. Unfortunately, they require circuit board 3s. And more 2s. Probably just gonna start picking up some of this other stuff here. Mark III combustion turbine. It only requires circuit board 3s and special small parts. But its efficiency is 147% and maximum power output is 130 megawatts. Yes, ha ha ha. Of course. So, let's take a look. 75 per second. 157 Faugi. Now, let's make this fairer. Well, actually, in terms of energy, if I wanted to use the speed module, see, it's plus 50% per speed module, so, and it's a 40% reduction, so ultimately you spend more energy by using the speed modules, so 157 by 200 kilowatts. That's 31.4 megawatts, so 31.4 megawatts. I will make a note here. 31.4 MW. Just in this. And 8,478 water per second. That is just over... That is 7.065 offshore pumps. So 8 offshore pumps to provide enough water to feed that. 157. Just to be able to feed 10 high-pressure furnaces, converting 75 per second into 60 coal. In the alternative, we have a requirement here for 60 wood per second. Now, wood is a little different in that it is a 2-step process. So, wood, also, cough cough. And then the best wood recipe to use is the one that involves carbon dioxide. A little bit of this gets converted, so I will change this into that. I realistically should have 2 of these on hand. Looks like I need to grab more tin. Is it just tin that I'm missing for the other thingy? Oh, that's Stirlumen. Okay. I'll grab some of both so we can have 2 of each. Now, it's important to go through these exercises, I think, as part of the educational aspects of these streams. So, let's make another one of those and another one of those to do this comparison. So, let's remember 157 of those. And you were doing that. I want this other one down so that I can have a look at the logs to organic matter, because that's how this will feed back itself. 7.5 makes 225. Okay. So, we are targeting 60 per second. Hey, look, it evenly goes in. So 48 wood processing units. Now, granted, these take 2 module slots, so I can add 2 module slots for efficiency modules times 157 to bring us down to 79.9 kilowatts. 79.9 by 157 is 12.5443 megawatts, so we'll do the comparison with the efficiency modules as well. Cough, 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 cough. Anyway, just doing the comparison on this front to feed into this. So, these do not take module slots, to bear that in mind first, and they are 230 kilowatts. These take all of them and are 250 each. So, in the alternative, productivity modules might be better. Just because it will reduce the amount of thingies I need by... How much again? 24%. I don't know if that'll be worth it. Because to hit 60, it's 194. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so, Jim. Now let's go back 60 per second. So that's 48 of these. 48 of these. 48 by 250, that's 12 megawatts for wood in wood processing unit. This needs 12 per second logs. Okay, 12 per second on logs. That is 60 Mark II botanical nurseries with this particular CO2. So 60 plus 48, we're talking something really close to that number already. And then you produce 10 per second, but that's only taking 7.5, so let's bear that in mind as well. That will need 1,200 units per second to feed of carbon dioxide. So 1,200, which is a full throughput. That's 6, that's 45 per second. That's 5. And this is a little bit recursive, so it's actually going to be not recursive, but it's another one of those geometric series, by the way. So bear that one in mind. It's more than a full throughput. Oh, also water. It's significantly less water. Significantly less water. So I would need 1 per second. So that means we actually need 13, which needs 1,300. This makes 1,350. We're good. So those would be the final numbers. 13 per second, 1,300 per second CO2, 2166.67, or 2/3. I think this actually wins on the energy. I think mushrooms win for energy. However, you also get 6 per second. Well, not quite, not 6. You get 30% of that. In iron oxide, you get 60 per second coal gas. You get 180 per second tar. 60 per second coal gas and 180 per second tar out of this. That is not to be taken lightly. Of course, 3 is the max on you. So it's 5 of those, so that would be... Actually, I want to compare before this, so 250 by 5. 250 by 5, 1.25 megawatts on that, and then 65 by 230 is 14.95 megawatts, and then this guy 6 by 300. Sorry, 6 by 300, that's 1.8 megawatts. So in total, 12 plus 1.25 plus 14.95 plus 1.8 is 30 megawatts. Versus 31.4 megawatts. But, so, without modules, this wins. The wood-based wins. But also bear in mind that you can actually get some of your energy back by processing the coal gas and tar into power. At the cost of coke. Again. So again, it's like, oh, more scale, more scale, more scale. Oh boy. Let's ignore that. Let's just ignore what little power you can get out of 60 coal gas and 180 tar. Because Faugi take modules, I think that this is actually more power efficient. Because if we do have the module slots in here, this does not take module slots, sadly, on the botanical nurseries. I don't know why it doesn't. This also takes module slots. I forget if this actually is 1 or 2 on the Mark II normally, but regardless, if it's 59.9 times 5, that's 0.2995 MW. Hello, tech. Get that for me, please. That's... No, times 6, not times 5. What am I thinking? It's 59.9 times 6. That's 0.3594. And then you are 5 by 49.9. That'll be 0.2495 megawatts. You are 48 or 23.9 or nah, bleh, 2.39. Yes, 2.3952. Wait, what? Do 250 by 48, 12. Times 0.8. Because it's an 80% reduction, right? Huh, don't know why it's reporting 49.9. 49.9 minus 80% equals limit. 49.9 times 48. Yeah, 250 times 0.8 is... Or, that is... 250 times 0.2 is 50. 50 is what it should be, not 49.9. It should be 50. Interesting. Anyway, moving on. You there, stay the same. You stay the same. So that's still 30 megawatts. Or, not 30, but, what was that again? 14.95? 65 by 230? Yeah, 14.95 megawatts. So 14.95, that's already higher than that 12.5 that the mushrooms become. So that plus 0.3594, 0.2495, and excuse me, 14.95, 0.3594, 2495, and 2.3952 is 18.1341 megawatts after efficiency modules. So, mushrooms win after efficiency modules, because after efficiency modules, 157 of these times 79.9 is 12.5-ish megawatts. So it wins for power. Which means we now have our answer. It is better to do this process, ignoring what energy you can make out of the coal gas and tar. So that is the answer. I now need to make 157 mushroom farms. Yeah, we're going to automate that. And then 10 of the Mark II high pressure furnaces, but that's fine. That's easy enough. Just give me stone bricks. And then, of course, I need a lot more efficiency modules. I need 2 by 157. So, 314 of those. Let's see, mushroom farms. You need soil, circuit 1's tinned cable, and pipe. Alright, where's my car? Up here is a car. Don't remember if it's my car, but it is a car. This is my car. Alright, so we've got existing circuit 1s. Question is, I really don't want to do 157 by hand, or 156 by hand. And yes, it's in my mind that I'm doing that many. It is in the mind. It will happen. I will make that many. You need more plastic. I am making plastic right here. Glorious, glorious plastic. So the question is... Ooh. The question is, why do I not have printed circuit substrate 1? Why do I not have formica? Why do I not have melamine resin? I know why I don't have melamine resin, but why do I not have melamine resin? Oh, goodness gracious. Yes, because that takes 2 per second. I don't think I'm making even 2 per second. Or I'm making exactly 2 per second, and it's splitting between two different things. I am apparently attempting to make 4 per second, and I don't have enough melamine. Because this needs 8 per second on the melamine, and I'm only making like 2? Yeah. That is why. So, apparently this recipe is being disabled in the next update. I don't know why, but it is apparently being disabled. Don't I now have the actual manual way of making it, though? So I'm pretty sure that that would just involve changing the method. Give me, sure, better Nextlit, or maybe I should take the production science back. My purple! My purple science. Purple science would be great, actually. Yes, this would require more cyanic. If I'm not going to be using my DDCs, I will do that. Oh, that's actually enough to beat 3. Unfortunately, there's only one FP reactor. Is it possible to have a gap of 1? No. Yes. Yes, it is. Technically, I need 1 more of these, but it greatly, greatly helps keeping things like this. Then I need to deal with the tailings. And add water. Oh, I put a gap of 2 here, didn't I? Oops. I sort of need that gap of 2, actually. Where is my... Oh, I have some water there. That helps, especially when I can do that. Water! Then... do the thing. Cool. Better. It's better. than what it was. Now it's actually feeding most of this. More melamine. Right, kitty? You're sleeping again. Alright, next. Where do I want to... And that will, by the way, have the direct impact of allowing me to make more circuit ones. Autosave! 128 hours! Also, I need... soil... Copper and iron, huh? Megadar! Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Right there. Duralumin? Really? Anyway, let's go. Let's go north. Onwards and northwards! Something tells me I should, bust some tinned copper cable. Or tinned cable, I guess, is what it's called here. So we're gonna have some fun with water wherever I set this up. Well, setting it up near where the current coke processing line is, but yeah. How in the F am I gonna organize this? I don't have a clue. 157 is an odd number as well, so that's great. Hello. You are now full. I may make a, roboport for overflow. Just a standard roboport. Speaking of which, hello! Yeah, maybe, limit these a bit. Put down a, charging station with power. So yeah, this guy has the ability to charge 4 at a time at 5 megawatts. Which means that these guys pretty much charge as quickly as possible. Also, what? Hello, tech. Yeah, that, sure. Aluminium. Aluminium. Wherefore art thou aluminium? No molten. No graphite. No graphite. Or no. Yeah, no graphite. Why is there coke down there? Contamination! No graphite because no coke. No coke because it's all getting consumed on thingies. Thingies. We're not backing up enough. We're not backing up enough to feed any into this. Well, I don't need aluminium until after I set all this up, so... Right, I made Mark IIs. You make the wonderful and beautiful, glorious pipe. Pipe! And you make Faugi. So, how many pipes? A lot. A lot. That is a lot of tin cable. Oh, that is a lot of circuit board ones. Oh, that is a hell of a lot of soil. And iron. Directly. Oh, of course, I've forgotten completely. This also takes wood. Guess what? I don't have routed all the way up here. If you said wood, you would be right. This is also going to be all of my iron. All of my iron. Yeah. What happened? What happened, kitty? Kitty just got squirted with medicine. He just got his medicine. Yeah, what happened, kitty? What was that all about? Alright, that soil. I have these. It'll be interesting looking at these and seeing... Excuse me? Oh. Right. Thank you, construction bots. They do the thing now. So yeah, 14.4 total. 600 per second on the water. There we go. That will do. Water, water. Wherefore art thou, water? I'll give these a dedicated line. Because we've got water right out here. Actually, we've got water right there! I don't need to go this way. I've got water right here. Offshore pump. Oh, hello, tech. Power armor that I can't get until Circuit 3. Huzzah! Power armor. It exists. It's a thing. You. It's nice that I have actual access to water up there. They will do their thing as soon as they get energy. Yes, go pipes. Beautiful, glorious pipes. Make all the pipes. All of them! Go faster! This ultimately is just a waste, by the way. Just do that, or better yet, yeah, can't do productivity. Oh my god, what? The actual living, breathing effing, flying, effing, F, F. So Pyanodon, I would highly suggest reviewing your buildings, recipes, and removing every instance of being able to add productivity modules to every single one of your buildings. Just a thought. Yeah. So, that is game breaking. Let's not do that. Yeah, let's not do that. You want to talk about breaking the game? Yeah, that is the way to do it. The way to do it. Yeah, I'm gonna need a few of these soon-ish. Just, you know, a few of them. Also, I need all of these. Uh-oh. More! Do all the things! I wonder. Right, these don't have module slots. That would be interesting. If the buildings took module slots. Oh right, I made a thing for overflow and I didn't bother placing it. Where is it? There. Go. Enjoy your life. Here, have some of these too. Have some repair packs. Maybe I should automate repair packs. Oh, I am automating repair packs. What am I thinking? I should add them to the network. Alright, next is the tinned cable that I am currently bringing up. That'll be there. Actually, you know, I'm only gonna have the one thing anyway. So, here. Circuits, actually, no. There's those. Wood and circuits. Doesn't necessarily matter which is which. I'm gonna stick these on the bottom. That just leaves having to route the wood. Grab my car. Head on down, bring the wood up, grab some landfill along the way, and grab more belt along the way. Kill off some of this stuff that's in my inventory that's taking up space. Hello, my kitty. You're calming down. You're calming down again. Getting comfy. What was that stuff that you got injected with? That was his prednisolone. Prednisolone or prednisone is the human form of it, but he's taking kitty form of prednisone, the steroid. Makes him hungry, ideally, but it's meant as an anti-inflammatory. Back up. Backing up. Backing up. Wherefore art thou, wood? Wood is like one of these, right next to the glass, I think. Would be somewhere. By the way, what is the one that's next to glass directly? What is the lane next to glass? I've had a completely open lane this entire time. And then what about next to copper? Is the one that's directly next to copper a completely open and free lane? I actually had the forethought to make a lane free next to the copper to have 2 copper lanes? What? This isn't like me. Who the heck played this game instead of me to actually plan out another line of copper? That is strange. And why did I leave a second lane next to the glass or the wood? What was I intending to be here? I don't even remember. I don't know. I don't know. This is strange. I don't know. Why did I leave a lane? Why would I leave a lane there like that? This is strange. This is strange. Why? What happened? Well, it's good to know, because I guess I have my circuit 2 lane. I guess. Jeez, I wish I'd known. Remembered that I had that completely free potential second copper line. Well, regardless, just gonna route this all the way up. Don't mind me. Heading on up now, doing some logistics work to automate my production of these falgi. Now, remember what I said, that yes, I can officially start doing bots. Yes, I can actually just bring this up and terminate the line and start actually using the robots to do this, to feed chests. But, nah. Just nah. I don't feel like it. By the way, the undergrounds should extend here, for everything, so I shouldn't have to worry about anything. Although I did see a mistake here. Driving backwards in reverse, going forwards to finish the line. What is with my tin? Why do I not have tin? Wherefore art thou belt? Question mark? Belt? Come thither. Uh-oh. Excuse me, but I needed that. Uh-oh. Iron? Copper? Belt? Small parts? So yeah, I need to, like, define a zone where I can just go, like, doink, 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 all the way across. Of course, gaps of 2. And then lots and lots of loaders for that as well. So wood. That's not wood. Give me those. Give me those belts. What now? Graphite? Huh. There was some contamination. Bring this bad boy the rest of the way up. And there we go. Yeah, seriously though. Pyanodon. I'm just gonna throw this out again. Why? Why does a building have the ability to do productivity modules? That's nuts. You're crazy. Also, boop, 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 boop. Yeah, that's closer to what's needed. Oh. I did say closer, mind you. Yeah, let's not. Let's not. Alright, so once the wood catches up, which it's like way back here. Yeah. And it's going to take a little while before it catches up. It's way down here. Way down at Rayon. Hitting my zinc soon. Zinc casting. Which, by the way... Why are you not moving? I don't know. I don't know. Anyway. That'll start going once the wood hits. I just need to stick a chest down for it and then wait. That's all we need to do at this point is just wait on the Phalagi. In the meantime, what do I do? What do I do? Also, doing this way means that as I add to my network and start having my robots flying, having this chest here will add as they leave this roboport. So I will be able to constantly add more robots over time, which is ideal. For the exception that I won't have any robots because I don't have enough aluminium at the moment because I don't have enough coke coming in. That's the thing. Oh, right. You're in the construction area. Go, my minions! Do the thing, my minions. My glorious minions. Why know this? That would be why. So, by default, nanobots are set to not operate when you are in your own logistic zone. When you're in your own logistic network. They just will not function. I did say I may as well do this while I'm here, right? Yeah, this is what I usually do, is I just cut it off. This is the official end of the main bus. Congratulations, main bus. You have served your purpose. I am finished with you. I can tweak you into oblivion, but you will no longer be getting any wider from here, assuming I don't build anything new along your length. I will be spending a lot of belt to terminate things up there, but things will get terminated at some point. Also, technically speaking, I want to do that as well. I want my belt stored. And more of you. And I want stored on the network my engine units. Yeah, kitty being cute next to me. Let's see. I guess I will take stripped distillate stuff. More recipes from stripped distillates, sure. Why not? Yeah, let's pull out stacks of roboports so that I can keep getting my coverage going. Yeah, this is really nice. I like this. I like this coverage. Let's see, it's gonna take 3 to completely cover my main bus. To cover everything on the main bus. That's gonna be fun. I know I should actually align these so that they only occupy the centers. Also, I should get the tinned copper cable. Or the tinned cable, I should say, on the network. Make sure I... You're a bit bigger. You're 3x3. Interesting. Anyhoozle. Now I can continue to extend the boxes. Now, well, I said I'm terminating the bus here. This is a termination of the belts of the bus. The fluid bus, yeah, nothing you can really do about the fluid bus and terminating that. Let's see. I need to actually remember what's fluid and what's not out here. Because I do have a section of fluid. This would be the aluminium, yes. The aluminium marks the end of that. What marks the beginning? All the way back here. All the way back here. Whoa. What is this lane? Ah, Relesia. Relesia and bones. So basically, hop 1 over gap of 1 from stuff. Or, you could say, there. Yeah, that's the grid. Ah, that's coke line. Where's the next fluid? Next fluid's over there. This is fluid. Right. Constructobots, go go! Do the thing. Do I really have, like, fluid? One fluid? Yes, I do. So... yeah, that's... fluid... I'm assuming for 4, so... 4, gap 2. That's all fluid. And that's aligned with belts, and then it's more fluid for 2 or 3, or just whatever the gap is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Wow. Oh, what is... why is that gap like that? I don't know. I do not know. Nor do I care. But what I do know is that this is likely the first. So from... wait. Well, that's off. Right, there was something that was off kilter, and I think it was this. Yeah, it's this. This is the third lane, not the first. Uh... yeah, that's the third lane, so it lines up here. This is the end. No, this is the current end. Ah, the glorious megadars, allowing me to actually see the whole of the bus. It's glorious. Ah, I need more stuff. More stuff and things. Wood's coming in, at least. So these are able to be crafted. I've already got 10 of the 157, which is about, let's see, that's 10. Yeah, that'll give me enough. That will give me enough. I'll go ahead and let this fill, I suppose. Let's make it go faster by doing that. Now note, I'm not producing 15 per second on wood, so once my previous buffer empties, because remember I have a buffer of this further down the bus. Speaking of buffers, let me stick a storage set down and start transferring stuff from the car into the storage. Stuff I do not need. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick the stuff that I keep into a chest. into a couple of chests, it seems. And grab what's in there, start shoving it into trash. Then pick up what's mine. Then actually start going through what's mine. Being like, hey, I don't need very many of these things. That's probably a good idea to keep at least some concrete on me. You can take the chem plants, the plastic, batteries, the Mark II wood processing units and botanical nursery. Don't think I need the zinc either. Yeah, I think I'll keep this. I like having the Megadars on me as well. Yeah, this is much better. Much better. Let's go get some belt. Although I am incredibly tempted to actually do this. This. And do... that. And do... that. Huh? Oh my god, I forgot about that. Hi! That's a thing. Duh. Yeah, I forgot about you. I, sort of forgot that is a thing. Hello, stone. Actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stick... Where are... Oh. Did I leave behind my... yellow chests? I did. Yeah, that's not a good idea to leave behind your yellow chests. And always be sure to make the trash chests into storage chests. Because I always want to carry around a full stack of stone. Just like I want 50 of those on me, at least 50 of those on me, and at least 50 of those on me. And I guess a stack of wood. Yep, that helps. I should have robots coming to me with wood. $49 made. Ah, yes. So now we're limited by the level 1 circuits. Speaking of the level 1 circuits, I will prioritize going into here. And not here. All right. So, electronics factories. Also, give me a stack of iron. Yeah, that would be nice. And a stack of copper. Here they are! Yay, all the bots. Oh, my beautiful bots! Oh my goodness, it's been so long. It's been so long since I've dealt with bots. My minions! My busy bees! My glorious minions! Give me strength. And keep going, don't stop. I need lots and lots of, electronics factories. Thanks. Notice how I'm requesting everything I need for electronics factories. Literally everything I need to make electronics factories. Minus the straight up, like, pipes and mining drills and all that. Ooh, speaking of which... Speaking of which, small parts, thank you kindly. If you would please give me the small parts. Hello? Doohickeys? Oh, there we go. They went to a storage chest. Do. Give me more. Mower! M-O-A-R. Mower thingies. All the thingies. Let's do a recharge station here. Let's see how we doing on electronics factories. Right. That's how we're doing. This falls in the logistic construction zone, and since I don't have any in the logistic construction zone... There we go. Better. Build the things! Need 5 more. Along with all of the, modules. Come on, my minions. Come on, give me iron. There we go. Now, do I have the productivity modules? Doesn't look like it. Did I remember to do the thing on the modules? I don't remember. I haven't done the thing to the modules. Here. I have now done the thing to the modules. I have officially done the thing to the modules. Now, kitty, to head out here. Keep on keeping on the modules. Don't forget that you need to do that. And that. More modules. All of them. I know today was supposed to be about Coke and all that. Sort of planned it out, but have to wait to actually build all the things for it. So, really, it's probably just going to end up happening next time. And that, as they say... Oh, hello. Am I missing that here, too? I absolutely am not. You there, you are missing. Short quartz. You are missing. And you are missing. That is better. Aw. Thank you for stuff. What now? I definitely need more belt. The hell? How does one even... Okay. Those poor bots having to run back and forth. Oh yeah, I should probably keep a stack of that too. How you looking? 63. 63. You know what? I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help you. You're limited by the circuit ones. I'm gonna do that. And I will run down. Also, I need to make sure that I have enough of those. Oh yeah, that's right. So when you start to shove things into a buffer at the end of your bus, you'll actually be able to see just how underproducing you are. Off we go, kitty. We're going to pick up some belt. And some circuits. That's the solder. Oh, I'm not even bussing that stuff yet. Interesting. Yeah, there are things that are on the bus that should, or that are not on the bus that are being produced that should be on the bus. That I will likely just run up. So, as much as I would like to say the bus is done being expanded, there are things that are here that I never did put on the bus, so there's that. Hey, kitty, how you doing? How you feeling, huh? Let's get that heat pad going again. It's my one complaint about this particular heat pad is that it is new, which means that it has the safety feature of turning itself off after 2 hours. And, yeah, inconvenience. Inconvenience for the sake of safety is not appreciated. Not in the slightest. Speaking of which, I sort of need some inventory space. All of those can go in there. Those. Guess my radars and my voiding stuff. Guess literally everything can go. Because I'm about to pick up all of that. In the attempt to help speed this process up. Can't believe I'm actually doing mushroom-based coal, and from coal I have to send it into the coke production. Fortunately, I already have that set up, but the current setup is set up for 45 in on coal, not 60. So I need to expand that out because I'll end up actually net increasing what I had at the start in terms of the actual coke production in the end. Mer? Just make a noise, mister. Heading on up. I will be glad when the coke shortage is officially over. I'll be very happy, and it will be completely renewable. Ha. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? I know what I'm going to do. Welcome to the requester chest. Actually, no. That will be there. No. Thank you for all the things that are probably just in my car. So yeah, that's going to be that. Bring in all the wood. All the wood on the planet. Make all the things for me. Yeah, big stretch, kitty. Big stretch. So we are at 88. Remember, I need 157. So, about that, see. I now no longer need to even have this hooked up. Oh, yeah, you should not be operating right now. Thanks. $92 already? How much wood we got? Not enough. Not enough. Yeah, you are definitely limited on the wood. Yes, Cole? Got your arm over my arm now? Yes, make the things. All the things. Oh, now it's soil. Now it's soil. Anyway, I will let it do its thing. I think I'm gonna have to end things off here, unfortunately, for today. A little bit early, but I haven't taken a break, and it literally feels like I need to take an extended break, and by the time I get back, we'd be here for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes before having to end things off. So I'm going to cut it a little bit short today and end things off here. Next time, I will be placing down all of this, actually setting up our brand new renewable coke resource out over in this general vicinity where all this water is to make my life easier. What did we get done today? I started automating all of the various chests, as well as some roboports and charging stations, and started setting all of that up, and got the lubricant out here. Had some discussions about power and all that. And next time I'll actually be setting up renewable coke. And that is that. If you're watching the VOD on YouTube, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and if you are so inclined, head on over to twitch.tv/Otaku Showboat to leave a follow and turn on notifications so that you can be notified when I go live every single Sunday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m.-ish Eastern Time, US. I hope to see you all on the next one.